Leicester, England. Japan international Shinji Okazaki came off the bench to score the opening goal as Leicester City beat Liverpool 2-0 at home to reach the fourth round of the League Cup on Tuesday. After a scoreless 45 minutes at King Power Stadium, Okazaki came on as a substitute for the injured Leonardo Ulloa 8 minutes after the break and scored with a deflected strike in the penalty area in the 65th. A second came from Islam Slimani 13 minutes later after he took Okazaki's pass and fired a strike from outside the box. "That was good. Both the goal and the assist," said Okazaki. "Converting in situations like that means I'm reacting quickly. I feel like I'm finding my style of play, of contributing offensively and defensively, in the league. I'm confident with my game," he said. Liverpool's failure to finish off a slew of chances aroused the ire of its frustrated manager Juergen Klopp. It is becoming a familiar narrative for the Reds in a disappointing month when they haven't won any of their 4 matches. Questions are now being asked of the team's efficiency at both ends of the field. Liverpool overran Leicester in a dominant first-half display, with Philippe Coutinho orchestrating the attacks from midfield. But the visitors struggled after the Brazil playmaker was substituted at halftime in a pre-planned move from Klopp. "Second ball from a corner and a goal from a throw-in. I'm sick of goals like this, to be honest. Unbelievable," Klopp said. Referring to the first goal, Klopp added, "We didn't push up together. I say it one time, I say it 1,000 times. It's not nice to concede these goals." Since beating Arsenal 4-0 in the Premier League before the international break, Liverpool has been thrashed 5-0 by Manchester City and drawn 1-1 at home to Burnley in the league, conceded late to draw 2-2 with Sevilla in the Champions League, and has now been eliminated from the League Cup. Klopp is easing Coutinho back to full match sharpness after the midfielder missed Liverpool's first 6 games of the season, officially because of injury and illness, while he was the subject of 3 transfer bids from Barcelona. Leicester couldn't handle Coutinho's passing and movement in the first half and only came into the game when he was off the field. "They've got a world-class player in Coutinho," Leicester manager Craig Shakespeare said. "I was very relieved when he went off." Liverpool finished the game having had 21 shots but only 3 on target. Against Burnley on Saturday, the Reds only scored once from 35 shots. Tottenham was among the other Premier League teams to win on a night when top-flight sides mostly fielded fringe players for what is regarded as the inferior cup competition on the English calendar, compared to the FA Cup. In another unconvincing domestic display at its temporary home of Wembley Stadium, Tottenham beat second-tier Barnsley 1-0 thanks to Dele Alli's close-range goal in the 65th minute. Tottenham hasn't won any of its 3 Premier League games at Wembley this season, but has beaten Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. Crystal Palace scored its first goal since August 22 to earn a 1-0 win over Huddersfield and a first victory under new manager Roy Hodgson. Bakary Sako was the scorer from a corner. Palace has started the Premier League season with 5 straight losses and no goals, the first time that has happened in the history of England's top flight. Hodgson replaced the fired Frank de Boer last week. Defender Pape Sarr came on as a substitute for Palace for his first appearance since breaking his jaw and thigh and picking up other injuries in a car crash a year ago. Stoke lost 2-0 at Bristol City and Burnley was eliminated on penalties by Leeds after a 2-2 draw as 2 second-tier league championship teams got the better of Premier League sides. Bristol City also knocked out a Premier League team in Watford in the second round. Bournemouth, West Ham and Swansea were Premier League teams to advance to round 4.